Hi, I'm Wes Coulson from Coulson Elder Law, proudly serving clients throughout the St. Louis metropolitan area and beyond. I would like to welcome you to our Elder Law and Estate Planning Minute. We do these to help educate people, give them some little tips, and especially to let them know the questions that they need to ask, things that they've maybe not thought of. Our thought on that is that we can help you best if you realize the things that you need help and that we can help you with. So I hope you enjoy. Thanks. So I want to talk to you today about probate. So what is it, and why is it something that we want to avoid, and why do the rules have to be make it such a time-consuming and difficult and expensive process? Well, probate starts with recognizing the simple fact that dead people can't own property. So after they die, that means that the ownership is going to need to be transferred to someone else. Well, that's where the probate rules come in. If there weren't any rules at all, I could just say, hey, this guy died, I'm taking it all now. Well, obviously, that shouldn't be allowable. And so we have to have an organized process. We're going to look and see if somebody has a will. If so, then the terms of their will are going to be carried out. Where we get into complications, we're also going to have to give people a chance to say that that's not the will. Let's say I found a will that somebody made 15 years ago and they left their entire estate to me, except for 5 years later they made out a new will and they left it to 3 other people. Well, I shouldn't be able to get away with just being the first one that gets there to court. The other people should have a chance to say, no, that wasn't a valid will, or maybe I just forged it. Okay, so people have to have a chance to object to that. The other thing that they want to make sure is, let's say that I die and I have a $150,000 estate and $200,000 worth of unpaid bills. Well, it would be great if my family could just say, woohoo, we're divvying up the $150,000. But again, it doesn't and shouldn't work that way. My creditors have the right to get paid before anybody in the family gets a share of an inheritance. So if you recognize those things, you recognize why the probate rules are as they should be. Because when the legislature made up the rules, they had kind of two choices. Either, number one, they had to proceed on the assumption that everybody was a crook and that if there weren't rules in place that bad things would happen all the time. Or they had to say, well, 999 out of 1,000 people aren't crooks, and we're not going to impose all of these things that have to be done to keep crooks from getting away with it. And unfortunately, if that had been the rules that they came up with, they would have said, crooks, it's okay to get away with it. The answer simply is to have a living trust, because you avoid that court-supervised process, and you can say, within my family, I'm going to trust that things are being done the right way. Thanks.